I'm Neil, this is Dan, and welcome to Sweet Briarmoth. Welcome to our first video of the new year. We're very excited today. As you can see, we have our ingredients laid out. Dan, would you like to tell them?
So we're gonna make an elderberry syrup. It's supposed to help boost your immune system and get you back tip-top shape.
Tip-top? I don't know about you guys. I don't know a ton about elderberries. Do you know a ton about elderberries?
Yes, but it's mostly because I looked up a lot before this because I wanted to make sure I was accurate. Elderberries actually exist in reality, but also in fiction. They're in a lot of like stories and legends and all that kind of stuff, and it's kind of cool that they like have the duality of having like this myth about them, but then also being like real. They were said to either banish witches or attract, which I feel like is a terrible way to go about something. Like if you're like, oh, these will 100% banish and or attract them. So take your pick.
Mixed messages.
Yes, exactly. Like I don't see how that helps. But historically, they've been used in a lot of different cultures for culinary reasons, like Central Europe, Austria, France, and Romania. They've also been used medically in traditional Chinese medicine. Elderberries were so popular because they have a lot of vitamins in them. They have vitamin C, A, and B6. They have iron, they have potassium, antioxidants, and fiber, all in these little guys. With all those vitamins and everything in there, it's great for boosting your immune system, you know, fighting the cold and flu. And then also, because this is a witchy channel, magically, they are packed full of stuff too. Some of the magical properties that elderberry has is astral travel, there's protection and healing and curse and hex removal. There's also emotional balance, intuition, and it's even supposed to help when you work with spirits and other entities. I never really know about those things because I don't mess with that. I don't mess with other spirits or whatever, I don't know. So yes. There are a few precautions, just like any herb or anything that you take to help medically. The berries have to be fully cooked or they are toxic, so make sure that you fully cook them. Also, no other part of the elder tree is able to be consumed. So, you know, branches, roots, leaves, flowers, they toxic. Don't do it. Cut them out of your life. But the berries, if they are undercooked or raw, will also be toxic. So cook them, please. Elderberries are also a mild, what's the word?
Diuretic.
It's gonna make you pee. So if you're taking something that's already doing that, you should be careful. You're gonna be pissing a lot or something. I guess, I don't know, it said that. Also, like many herbs, if you are pregnant, you should probably ask your doctor if you can consume these. From what it looks like, there's not enough information online to say if they are good or bad for a baby, so if you're pregnant, maybe just avoid it. Sorry. And that's basically what I got for elderberries. I hope you learned something.
I mean, I didn't know any of that. So if you're like me, you probably did. Though the elderberries are the star of the show in today's syrup. The supporting cast, we have ginger root, and ginger has its own health properties. It is known for being good to settle an upset stomach. When you were little, if your mom ever gave you ginger ale, when your tummy hurt, there you go, ginger root. It's also an anti-inflammatory, which adds to everything we got going on with the elderberries already. Magical properties of ginger is they are said to speed up or empower spellcraft. They are good for luck, passion, and healing. So, ginger root.
Also, I just love ginger, like a weird amount.
I love ginger. Also, like, we're from Michigan, and if you haven't had Verner's, it is hands down the best ginger ale. And you can fight me on that. So
probably is the best ginger ale. I just don't like ginger ale, so.
I love ginger ale. I love it so bad.
My grandparents only ever had diet Verner's in the house.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm just scared of Verner's because of that reason.
That's fair. We should get you some real Verner's.
Maybe.
All right. Have you ever had Verner's and like a Verner's float?
No.
With ice cream?
No.
Oh damn. It's so good.
I have too much trauma with the diet Verner's. I don't know.
No, we're gonna heal this trauma for you.
Thank you.
Of course. Our ingredient we have today that we're gonna talk about is cinnamon. And obviously Cinnamon is used a lot in spellcraft, but it has its own anti-inflammatory health properties as well. It's supposed to regulate blood pressure. There's a lot of claims about it, but nothing I could find like written in stone, so I'm not going to say anything that might be false.
We're just people doing our own research.
Yeah, we are not doctors. This will not cure your cold.
No.
This is not a cure.
No, this is supposed to help. Medicine comes first. Herbal assistance comes second.
Exactly.
All right? Just go to your doctor.
Food is not medicine, medicine is medicine. The magical properties of cinnamon, though, I know we've gone over this in one of our recent videos that we did for Yule, but cinnamon is good for protection, for luck, and for passion. There you go. That's what we're working with.
Other than the herbs, you are going to need honey. I mean, I guess you don't have to do honey, but like, just do honey. Don't be weird. Because you want something to sweeten it up. If you don't do honey, you have to add another kind of sweetener. You want little jars, which we are going to sanitize these by boiling them. Also, you need spirits.
Or booze.
You want a clear spirit that's over 80 proof. Can do it without this, but it prolongs the shelf life. Ours should last about 6 months. Without this, I don't know how long it lasts. So that's on you. Pay attention to that. But you can make it without it.
So, do we want to start combining ingredients?
Yes. So you're going to do 3 parts of your elderberry, and then you're going to do 1 part of ginger.
So if you're doing 3 scoops of elderberry, 1 scoop of ginger. First off, can you show them that spoon? Because I love that spoon.
Yeah, I got this from a witch box that I used to get all the time. I have to put quite a bit.
6 spoons. Okay.
We're going to just gauge it visually. You do this how you want, I do this how I want. Look, and the moon spoon does great to just go in there.
Look at that.
I know.
Double perk. 1 more scoop.
It's ginger. I'm not going to be mad about it.
Exactly.
I'm not really even going to crush this all up because it'll just make it way too hard later on when we are trying to get everything out. I'm just kind of mixing it up, crushing some big parts. Wow.
Look at that. I know there's like a proper way to do this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just
sure.
making a mess.
Basically, this is all we have to do, and put it in a pot, and then put cold water in it, bring it to a boil. And then once it's boiling, you're gonna bring it down to a simmer, and you're gonna let it simmer for 30 to 40 minutes. And then after that, you're going to turn it off and let it just simmer on its own for an hour. And then after that, we will strain, add the spirits, and add the honey, and then you're basically done. Now, there is a slow method of doing this, and I thought that would be nice. I've done those before and I do like them. They work pretty well, but I figured in 4 to 6 weeks, if I get sick in between then, I'll be so mad that I don't have this. So I figured we'd do the stovetop way, but you can do it without a stovetop, and you can also do it without the spirits. So there's a lot of ways to do it. This is just the way we're doing it.
So we've simmered our elderberry syrup for 40 minutes and then let it rest for an hour. And now we are going to strain it. For that, we have our cheesecloth and our strainer.
Woo!
We're going to be adding roughly half a cup of honey, but kind of doing it with our hearts.
Yeah.
Instead of with the system.
Fuck the system.
Fuck the system.
That looks
wonderful.
Yeah.
Honey.
I have no idea.
That wasn't even close to half a cup.
It
I
was
have no
not.
idea what measurements are.
That wasn't. That's okay. We also have to add the spirits.
With the honey, we're adding it and trying to blend it in while our mixture is still above room temperature, so it's easier to melt in to the rest of the syrup.
I mean, just a little bit.
Look at that. All the spirits we need. We're gonna stir real good. If the elderberry doesn't work, the 80 proof vodka will.
All right, now that it's all mixed up, you're just gonna add it to your bottles. It's pretty simple.
Pretty simple.
Pretty easy. Oh god, I made a mess. I tried to be too slow. Ours is very watery, but it's fine.
Well, that's the thing. It's not going to thicken like a regular syrup because when you're cooking it, you're not cooking with sugar to emulsify like a syrup.
Also, I may have had a little bit much water, but who knows?
Life's a mystery.
Not so easy, huh? You are making way more of a mess.
I have a much smaller. You know what, Dan?
plate.
I feel like you set me up every week for this. You set me up to fail, and I don't appreciate that.
I'm just saying, like, I said get a plate or something, and this is you grabbed a napkin.
I did grab a napkin, and this napkin is fine. My child is fine. Set me up for this shit, though.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Oh my god, what a great shot. That's amazing. You're not in it, you're fine. Now you're
No!
No!
I'm not signing off on that.
You're blurry, they won't know who it is.
You'll be like, that's a sick shirt, though.
This is a sick shirt.
Oh, you put too much in this one.
Well, drop a little into this one, then.
I'm so fucked up.
I hate you. I hate you.
I hate you.
I hate you.
Spray this at your face.
I'll spray it
Your
on you.
stupid dumb
And Jake and Em are gonna say you smell like socks.
I ain't trying that shit, brother.
I ain't trying that shit, brother.
I thought it smelled good. I'm very confused.
I do too.
Yeah, we like dirty socks.
No, I don't though.
I don't, I swear I don't.
Yeah, alright, so when you're done with them, make sure that you put a label on them so you know what they are. Also, 6 months is about the shelf life, so keep an eye on it. You can add just a tiny little baby bit, I think, online. I think it was for like an extract though, so I don't really know, but I only add like 15 milliliters, little tiny baby little drop.
Add it to your tea, add it to...
You can take it straight, add it to water, whatever you want. Whatever tastes good to you.
You wanna do a taste test?
Alright, taste test.
Cheers. Tink.
Why?
Actually, that's really good.
It is. It's delicious.
I was scared that it wasn't gonna taste good.
No, that's really good. I'd add that to my tea.
I think we had a good amount of cinnamon in there.
Yeah. 2 cinnamon sticks. That was our trick.
So that's how you make these. What we did, made 3 little bottles.
So we've gone over the health benefits of each of our main ingredients and the magical properties of them. So use that in your spellcraft as you will, and, you know, towards whatever intentions you're trying to set.
Enjoyed this? Let us know. Tell us if you've used elderberry before as, you know, a little cough syrup thing. Hopefully you won't need it this year in the winter, but, you know, you never know.
Well, we'll see you next time.